start to weigh and measure, we're going to have 3 scales. So we'll have them set equidistant, and then we'll pull these black boxes out and make lines. And so what will happen is, so you will have a scale. You have a scale here. You have a person walk up. You'll have a scribe, essentially, someone who's writing down the measurements. And so they'll step on the scale. You'll record that. They'll step off, and then you're going to get their measurements. Okay. So how the measurements work is, Shabazz is going to be our model.
Oh yes, model status.
So
Such
you
a
have,
good one.
So you have 5 areas that you are measuring. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, 3 scales or 4?
3.
Can I answer that question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we just make the lines go this way, like green, black, black? I was just asking because, like,
Oh,
when they
like
go
put one
this
scale
way,
here,
it's
one scale,
congested.
one scale there.
Yeah, it just gets congested, like when it's the little lines.
It's not a bad idea. I hadn't thought
Like
about
you
it.
could do like a black line here, a black
Black
line
line
here.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
actually.
Good job, Allison.
Well did. Well did.
Yeah.
Right.
Teacher brain.
Yeah. So when you have your tape, you're getting 5 areas. So let's say they're this way, right? So so you're gonna come to whatever side you want. Let's say you just come to this side because you guys are here. So you're getting 5 areas. I'll show you the areas, and then we'll do the measurements. So you'll have them. So when they come over, you'll have them. Our first thing you do, so the first measurement, we're getting their chest. So you'll have them put their feet together, and then you'll have their arms out to the side, okay? And then you'll grab the measurement, and then you'll tell them keep one arm up, and then one arm on your belly button, okay? You're getting the measurement for their waist, and then you'll tell them keep both arms out, excuse me, and then you're getting the hips, and I'll show you that. But you want to measure from here, because like we were talking about with Stephanie, if you're in front, not a great place to be, okay? Even for a guy, like I don't want to be there. So you want to make sure you're on the side. And it's actually easier on the side because you don't have to move. Like you can get all the measurements from the side. So then you'll have them put both arms down and have them put their right hand up against their thigh, okay? If they have shorts, you'll just have them hold them or something like that. And then you're going to get this measurement here. And then, feet together. There you go, feet together. And then right hand, feet shoulder width apart. Excuse me, you're getting their leg. So you'll have their hand here. You're measuring from the tip of their finger around their thigh, okay? And then you'll stand up, and then with this arm, same side that you're on, then you'll have them make a field goal, okay? So you go field goal just with the right arm, without flexing, and then you'll measure this, okay? And so now when you're measuring, and then take a step forward over here. So when you're measuring, okay, so when you have this tape, so you can put this tape really anywhere, and then we're not dying. We're good.
Awesome.
So when you measure, you're gonna strap this tape. You'll bring it around. Okay. So this is wherever this goal, or excuse me, wherever this little silver thing meets. Okay. So this is about a 14. You don't have to get 14 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, whatever. If it's close to 14, round down. If it's close to a half, round up. And just kind of keep it there. And also leave it somewhat loose. You don't need it super tight, but leave it somewhat loose. You're getting the shape of it, but you don't need to pinch it. And then now, maybe at the weigh-in, at the very end, yeah, maybe you want to pinch it because it helps them, but you want to get fairly light, okay? So what these measurements are going to look like is so Shabazz comes over, he's my person. He steps on the scale, blah, blah, blah. 200, yay, and then he's gonna step off. And I'll say, okay, I want you to face the garage and both arms out to the side, okay? And then you'll reach low, okay? You'll reach low, and then with women, you'll tell them, hey, could you center this on your chest, please? And they know exactly what that means, and they'll center it for you, okay? You'll come back to the back, and then so everyone come back right over here, okay? So, sorry, Chris. So see where the silver tab is? Okay. So I'm gonna call that to my scribe. I'm gonna say 39.5. Okay. Scribe writes it down. Okay. And then I'll say, okay, will you keep this arm out and then put one arm on your belly button? The belly button is the measuring point. Okay. So that way we can measure at the same point every time. So again, you're coming to the side. So if I'm down here, then I'm gonna start low, right? And then come up. I'm gonna make sure that wherever, one finger, belly button.
Which finger?
Just any, yeah. One finger and then pull those hands.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm gonna come right there, okay? There you go. Okay, move the finger. Okay, I'm gonna make sure it's straight, and then I'm gonna come around, okay? And then, so I've got 32 and a half, so I'll come around and make sure that that's good. So then I'm gonna tell him, and then I'll say both arms out to the side and feet together. And then same thing, I'm coming low, and then I'm coming up, I'm measuring the waist. Now, the somewhat embarrassing part is that you gotta get the whole glute, right? You got not the high, not the low. You gotta get right in the middle. You gotta get right in the middle, okay? Yeah, because it's gonna be weird, right? You're gonna be weird. You're gonna be sitting here, and then you're gonna have to like get like all in there, right? So I'm gonna round this to 40, and then you'll say, okay, so feet shoulder width apart, and then put your right hand on your thigh. And then from the tip of his middle finger, then I'm gonna go around. Good shots too. Make sure it's straight, and I'm measuring here. So I've got 21, and then I'll say.
I just remember what I needed when the last time they demonstrated.
And then can you make a field goal with this arm? And then I'm gonna come from here. Boop, about 14. Okay, so you'll get those 5. Now, if you forget, your scribe's going to be there because they're looking at the measurements, okay? So they're looking at the measurements, so they know what's coming next. If you're like, leg. Oh yeah. So it's totally fine. You don't have to memorize these, but they'll be there if you forget, okay? So we are going to do a quick practice. So